welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're not building, we're not playing the Let's Play. So what in the name of God are we going to be doing today? Well, clearly, as you can see by the title of this video, we're going to be doing a bit of cast today. lilsimsie is one of my favorite Sims 4 YouTubers. She has immense talent in creating beautiful builds. I do look up to her when it comes to my YouTube channel. I always kind of laugh that I'm going to get better than her at building in The Sims 4. Today I wanted to give her a Sandra makeover in cast. So I'm not going to be making her. I am going to be getting her from her own gallery. As you can see, I have 3 lilsimsies prepared here that I've prepared earlier. They all look the same to me, so I'm going to go for the most recent one. Let's get lilsimsie simself. That's a tongue twister. Where's the cat? For Sims, it's good. Comments will always humble you in the worst way possible. Oh, she has her little wedding ring or engagement ring on her finger. That's very cute. I just want to note that this will be a CC makeover. This will be like the Sandra package. You will get what you're given kind of thing. And we're going to transform beautiful, basic, Maxis Match lilsimsie into a Sandra makeover. You know, because lilsimsie always inspires me with her builds and, you know, she makes me a better builder. I'm going to make her a better looking simself. What? I didn't realize that lilsimsie had this many freckles. I mean, she does have a few little marks on her face, but I don't know. I feel like these freckles are just a bit much. But that is a little clue that we have to get us to work with some of my freckles that I have here. Realistically, does her face even look like lilsimsie? Okay, I made like the tiniest little bit of tweak to her eyebrows and her eyes. I have a nice little picture of her here on my phone. The eyebrows were slightly different. Like when I look at pictures of her eyebrows are longer. They kind of come around the side. So that's definitely something we're gonna try and achieve with her CC brows. And also her nose, I made it a bit skinnier here because she has quite a thin bridge of her nose. I made her face a little bit smilier because I think she's always smiling, so I think that's pretty cute. Did it make any noticeable difference to you? Probably not, but did it kind of make a difference to me? Also, not really. I think I'm gonna start off with the eyebrows because those are the things I do think are wrong on her face, unfortunately. She has quite like fair, she does have like, you know, hair in her eyebrows, but she does like to fill them in, but they're definitely more like see-through, if you get me, not like those Maxis like chunky ones. Even already something like this, I mean, they look extremely angry, but you get what I mean. It's kind of more like something like that. Okay, I'd say a bit thicker than that. I think the tail of them are still too thick. I think I do want them to be more of like the see-through brow, but you get how like it goes all the way back out here. That's what we want. Okay, just say if I was meant to go for these, is there a way I could like change the arch of them? Oh, something like that, but we want this to be a bit like further back down and then this down a little lower, because even though she does have a little bit of lid space, I think it's that double eyelid in The Sims is a bit too thick for me. Like if we could change that potentially somehow, like if it was just a little bit skinnier. Okay, I just changed her whole eye shape, but to me that's more lilsimsie already. Oh god, I hope she sees this video. No, I mean, well, no, I'd like her to see my videos. Obviously that is like my life end goal. Like I could die happy afterwards, but maybe this is not the video I'd like her to see. No, I obviously do everything out of love and care, and I enjoy doing things like this and I enjoy casts. So look, this is just all a bit of fun and games. I feel like I had a slider to make brows thinner before, but God only knows how and where that is achieved. Okay, I'm now panicking because I feel like I ruined the shape of the brow like completely. Like I want them to be arched. Why can't I move this side down? Oh, I found it. Okay, never mind. Okay, so panic is over. Okay, so I made her brows a bit thinner, but now how do I like make that part go down? I mean, like, are they okay? Are they not okay? If I could just lift the got it. Okay, I got it. Okay, I lifted the bottom up a bit, so now they're like a bit more like that, I guess. Are they? No, they're not. I feel like they're not. I feel like I've ruined it again. Is this video going to be me crying about just eyebrows for 20 minutes straight? Probably. Maybe let's move on to her eyes next. So she has a lovely shade of, in pictures, yeah, they're definitely green eyes, but they're like one of those really bright green eyes with these kind of eyes. I feel like something like this, like that's kind of lilsimsie already, no? I love these eyes, and I think she does have have like a big pupil. No, not pupil. She has a big iris, and like she does have kind of like dark around the edges. Okay, these are gorgeous, but these look like she's crying. She's probably crying watching this, to be fair. So no, I think we're gonna go for these ones. I think they just have the illusion of like Lil Simsie standing in front of me. Like, hello, nice to meet you. How do I become a better builder than you? She does put on a little bit of mascara. I usually can spot people's makeup pretty well to see what they're wearing, but she does like to put on a bit of mascara. But what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna give her a little bit of a lash, only like the tiniest bit. Now don't get me wrong, we're not gonna give her like a massive lash, but she does have her fair share of little lashes there. Okay, which ones are the cute little small ones? Yes, these ones. I think maybe, is that a bit too much still? Oh, we could do just a little bit of that, because I suppose that kind of gives us the illusion that she has a bit of mascara on, but she doesn't. Like, I feel like her lashes are very, very similar to mine. Also, her skin type looks like it's very similar to mine. Okay, so now that we have this, I feel like we are moving further and further from the image of Lil Simsie. I feel like it needs to be, her face needs to be a bit longer like this, and her lips are like close. Like, she has quite a big chin. Everything I'm gonna say is going to sound like I'm like throwing shade. I'm really not. I'm really just trying to describe what I'm seeing. I feel like I just touched something and now she looks a bit more like Lil Simsie again. So let's go to the skin details. We do want like skin that has freckles. We obviously want skin that looks like it has texture to it. Like, I like this one personally because it has the little redness around the eyes, because she doesn't wear like heavy coverage foundation, as I can see in this video. She probably just wears a bit of concealer. I don't know, but I think that it would be nice to start off with something like that, so then we could overlay some freckles over that. That's a bit much. Oh god, that's definitely a bit much. I do think she has a bit of redness on her skin, so I am going to add my favorite little boo-boo blush, the lightest option, but I think the redness, I think it's there. Around the eyes, I do want to give a little bit of detail. Now, she doesn't seem to have like big eye bags, but again, her eyes seem very similar to mine. But she doesn't seem to have quite a lot of like dry skin around her eyes, I guess. But she definitely has a bit of something that makes her eyes a bit more prominent. Maybe not as dark, because she looks very natural. Every time I look at pictures and videos of her, she looks so like nice and natural, whereas you see pictures of me and I'm like, there's just makeup and it's like crusty and, you know, whatever. So I think that we want to create that illusion of like, it's natural. This is just my eye. I maybe haven't slept because I'm editing videos all night long, but this is who I am, you know? I feel like that's a bit too much, so maybe we could go for this one instead. I think that this one kind of gave us just the right amount of detail under her eyes, you know? I think so. Now, looking at her eye, it kind of, in this picture that I'm looking at, it kind of looks like she has a little bit of a liner coming out of her eyes. Now, it probably isn't liner, and you're probably like, no, Sandra, she does not wear eyeliner. What are you talking about? Am I just, you know, what if I just do a little bit? Or does that not really work? Does it? Oh god, take that off. Okay, I'm maybe regretting my decision slightly with the liner, but you know, one of the features I wish we had in The Sims is, do you know, like when you're making a dog, or I was gonna say a chair, a horse, you can like draw on their skin, you know, like you can like draw patterns and things like that with a drawing tool in CAS. Can we not get that in makeup for the actual Sims? Imagine how amazing it would be if I could just get like a brush and like turn down the opacity and just put like the tiniest bit of like liner here. Imagine how amazing that would be. That is just my honest opinion, and tag the Sims down below so they always ignore me. They always ignore me. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of like darkness here because it kind of makes me feel like when she smiles, as do I, we get like this little line here, and maybe that's just a little bit of the mascara running. I don't know. I think it looks cute. Dare I say she wears a nice lip gloss or something, but we do want to add realism with the lips. I just clicked and already I feel like this could be our contender. Could I make it a little bit pinkier? Oh my god. Is the illusion coming true? Oh my god. Okay, I'm becoming slowly and slowly more proud of myself as this video is going, so let's just keep our fingers crossed that I don't ruin it now. Let's go back to the skin details for a second and see whether there's anything else we can add. Now, I don't want to make this too intense because, again, as I said, I think Lil Simsie's skin, her face, like her makeup is just not that intense. So we don't want to be adding too much because it just won't be her in the end, you know? Now, I liked this thing that I just added here. For some reason, I don't know what this is, but I clicked on it and it makes her little eyelids more prominent. And I think that's what we need. This just looks like she has very heavy makeup on her eyes. And I don't think that's it. I think we need the natural. Let's stick to the natural. natural. So there is these little mouth corners. I feel like she deserves a little mouth corner. What do we think? Okay, not that. But like just a little bit of like mouth corners. She always smiles. I wouldn't say, does she have dimples? I don't think so. I think again, it's very similar to my face. Why do we have a very similar face to each other? That's very strange. But I think she does have a few little mouth corners. But if I go for these ones, I feel like her mouth should be a bit smaller. Okay. Yeah. One second. I'm going to go into detail mode. I think the bridge here is still a bit too wide for me. I think that's what the problem is. She has a very skinny bridge of the nose. And I think that's the most important thing with her nose. It's like very skinny up here. Oh God. I feel like I'm ruining it with the nose now. Okay. There is this really nice freckle overlay. This one. Her actual sim self had like a lot of freckles. I feel like I guess she does have a few freckles, but like they're not that noticeable. Like I don't want to make them too extreme. I feel like the Cupid's bow of her lip is a bit too big. Like there's no way that's her Cupid's bow. It just seems a bit too extreme for me, and I don't know how to get rid of it because I think that's just the lip. And I'm scared now that once I go playing with that, it's just gonna be another 10 hours of me making mistakes. So maybe let's just not worry about that. There's a couple of pictures of her where it looks like her skin is quite glowy. So I am thinking maybe of adding a little bit of like a shine. I feel like she would have quite nice, like hydrated, moist skin. Where is this video going? I don't know. It's like me just saying really weird things about Lil Simsie. I just think that she would have a little bit of like a nice healthy glow. I think that looks like her. I don't know. Like I know that this is just meant to be a little silly little video, but like I'm actually really enjoying myself. Okay, I'm gonna go back into the makeup, and with the makeup I am going to add a little bit more detail, like maybe a tiny bit more redness around her cheeks, maybe up a bit further if that's at all even possible. That's a bit much, but I can always reduce it. I think I like a bit of the extra pink kind of redness on her. Okay, I'm still a bit pissed off with the eyebrows, I'm not gonna lie, but maybe let's try and see whether there's hair that maybe I have that could work. So Lil Simsie has a long bob. Technically it is side parted like we see right here. I feel like the side parting is a bit dramatic here in The Sims, so if possible, if I could have a long bob. Okay, a bit longer than that though. I feel she never has any stray hairs, so I feel like this just wouldn't be working for her. She definitely has more of like a solid long bob. Lil Simsie with a full fringe. I don't think I've ever seen her with like her hair tied up. I don't know whether I have styles like that in The Sims. Oh, look at this one. Oh, she looks so cute. Okay, maybe that is the Lil Simsie that we're looking for. She looks so cute. Okay, it's always the hair that just gives the final say, isn't it? I think that's a bit too long, and I feel like that's a bit too styled for her as well. I don't think she would style her hair like this, but look at Lil Simsie with this beautiful hair. Maybe she should get a little bit of a fringe. Oh my god. You know, if Lil Simsie is watching this, I think you should get a little fringe. I think that would really suit you. Just like the little bangs, you know, around the side. I don't know. This is Lil Simsie when she puts her hair behind her ears, and a really bad dye job as well. Like, I'm not even going to go any further. I think this could be it. And the reason why I like this is because it is actually hiding the edge of the brow, and the edge of the brow is something that I can't look at anymore. So maybe this is it. I think her face is complete. I'm gonna give her a nice snazzy outfit now. I don't really know what Lil Simsie wears. I mean, I never really see her outside of her videos, obviously, but maybe she deserves a little bit of a style makeover. One second. I think maybe like a white little turtleneck, okay, and then cute little cardi. She likes to go for reds, I think, but we probably don't have any nice reds. What about little strawberries? I'm all obsessed with my strawberries these days. Or maybe she would wear something more like edgy? No. As I finished that sentence, I was like, no, there's no way she wears anything edgy. I feel like this little like turtleneck with the white one inside, I think that looks pretty cute. I think that is something that she would wear. I'm literally looking at a picture of her. She's wearing the same color. I think this would make sense. I would like the pants to be a little bit more high-waisted because I don't like the way I can see the white. Is it possible? Any singular jeans that I can give her that are more high-waisted, please? See, I want like this. this. Like I want Lil Simsie, but with cool baggy mom jeans, kind of like more comfy style. I'm Lil Simsie and I'm very cool. The crotch area is just very long though. And that's the one thing that's freaking me out. It's like, why is it so long? But then again, how cool does she look? I'm going to give her cool runners as well. Like these cool, oh god, these are a bit weird. But maybe something a bit cooler. These look like the New Balance ones. Do you think she would wear like the New Balance ones? Maybe she would. Oh, maybe she would wear green ones. No, she wouldn't. Little Simsie would definitely not wear green ones. I think I'm gonna do something like this, okay? The pants, I know they're very dramatic, but I think this is how I see her. I see her like this. This is the Little Simsie that I have envisioned. I'm gonna leave her beautiful. What ring even is that? That looks like a very fancy ring. Oh, it's this one. Oh, very cool. Very nice. What do you think, guys? I know that this was a very strange type video from my usual content, but I don't know. I just wanted to show my appreciation for these YouTubers that I really look up to, and you know, I just wanted to connect with them a little bit on a personal level, because now I feel like I've been sitting with Lil Simsie in front of me for the last half an hour just chatting about her face and her fashion sense. So, I mean, there's still something slightly off and I can't figure out what it is. So if you're watching this and you're like, Sandra, you're like screaming at the TV or the phone, whatever you're watching on, if you're like, Sandra, it's this, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to know your feedback so that I can maybe perfect this a little bit more. But this is definitely the Little Simsie that I will be now using in my game. She looked absolutely cute regardless, but this is just from Maxis to CC, kind of, you know, little harmless makeover. I don't mean any harm by this, obviously, as per usual. I don't know why I'm like disclaimering so much. I think I'm just anxious because I look up to these people, so I don't want to offend them. But again, I need to stop presuming that Little Simsie is watching this video right now. As per usual, guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe, as there is videos usually every Wednesday and Sunday on my channel. Normally building ones, but we do throw in a bit of sass here and there. Thank you so much for watching again, guys, and yeah, I shall see you in the next video. Bye!